So we are getting ready to start playing or learning about the recorder, and there are a couple things before we start about the actual instrument that I want to make sure that we know. Um, the recorder is a member of the woodwind family. Um, and you are obviously, there are 6 different types of recorders, but you are going to play the soprano recorder, which is one of the smaller ones. Originally, when they were invented, they were made from ivory and wood. The ones that you are going to play are going to be made of plastic, a really durable type of plastic. This instrument was featured in Baroque and Renaissance music. It was from like the 16th century or so. So let's begin. The first thing is at the very top of your recorder is the mouthpiece, which is this part right here. You can see it on yours, and it is what it says it is. So you're going to put your mouth on that particular part of the instrument. When you do go to play, you are going to whisper the word "to" each time a new note is to be played. And we'll go over that once we actually get once we actually get the instrument in our hand. The next part is the body. The body of the instrument is the part that is for your fingers. Each finger will cover a different hole for each different pitch. And once we get started, I'll show you exactly which hole is for which finger. The foot joint, this is the part of the instrument where the sound comes out. You may recognize this as being the bell of an instrument, mostly in brass or woodwind instruments, where the sound comes out. It's typically called the bell. When we start learning how to play songs, I'm going to be showing you how to read a chart, a finger chart. And as you can tell here, the picture that we see, oh, wait, let's go back. Yeah, there we go. The picture that we see here, the left hand is always on the top. And your left hand, of those particular fingers, you will be covering holes with your pointy finger, center, ring, and then the thumb. The thumb it covers a single hole that is on the back of your recorder. And then with your right hand, you are going to be using your pointy, center, ring, and pinky. Your right thumb will never be used to cover a hole on this instrument. Now, the actual chart, this is what the chart looks like over here. The single hole that's to the side, when it is colored in black like it is here, it shows you that your left thumb is going to be covering the single hole that is on the back of your instrument. The holes that go down the side right here, above the line, is to be covered with your left hand. So if this hole right here is colored in black like this one is right here, then your left pointy finger is going to be covering the top hole. And so you can see a couple of different charts here. If it is colored in half like it is here, then that means that your thumb is only going to cover half of the hole. So you're going to be letting some air when you blow into it. Some of the air will be coming out of that hole, but some of it will be staying in. Okay, so the first notes, or the first letters that you're going to learn, first one is B. B is the easiest note to learn. And we've been working a lot with the staff, so you know that placement of B would be on the middle line of the staff. So to play that on the finger chart, above the line, we're working only above the line. So these next 3 notes, you will only be using your left hand. Your left thumb, because the single hole over here is colored in black, your left thumb will be covering the single hole on the back, and the top hole means your left pointy finger will be covering the top hole on the front. If you were going to play this, you would whisper "to" into the mouthpiece while covering those 2 holes, and the sound that you would get out would hopefully be the pitch B. The next letter or pitch that we will be learning is A. And A over here, again, that single hole is colored in black, so your left thumb will be covered on the back hole, the single hole on the back. And then you're going to add to your pointy finger, you're going to add your center finger to cover the next hole. You whisper 2 into the mouthpiece, and hopefully the sound that comes out will be the pitch A. The last letter that we will be learning is G. And over here on the chart, we again have the single hole colored in black. That means your left thumb will be covering the single hole on the back of your instrument. And we will add to our pointer, center, our ring finger. You'll whisper 2 into your instrument while covering these holes into the mouthpiece, and you should get the sound for the pitch G.